Hi, I'm Dana, and it's time for this week's question. It comes from Trish, and she writes, "Help! Why can't I recognize my 3-month-old sleep signs? No yawning, no eye rubbing. She seems to go from quite happy to very upset in a split second, and then it takes her a while to settle down and get to sleep." Well, sleep signs are that's a great question, and I just want to take a few minutes and talk about some different kinds of sleep signs. Everybody sort of anticipates that their child will give clear signals that they're tired. Usually it starts with a couple of yawns, and then it might go to some eye rubbing. Some that you might not know about, though, are nose scrunching or ear pulling. Anything that has to do with sort of a rubbing of the face. I said to one client once, "Oh, he kept really rubbing his nose." I said, "Oh, I think he looks like he's tired to me." She said, "Oh, really? I thought he just had allergies." So it's easy to miss some of these signs of fatigue, but any kind of rubbing or pulling is definitely one. And one thing that you've mentioned, Trish, is that your baby goes from quite happy to quite upset very quickly. And sometimes babies are very good at hiding their fatigue. It's almost like when they start to feel tired feelings, they just push through them with maybe some more active play or getting a little, I call it a bit hyper. Some children, when they're tired, sort of kick into overdrive and they almost become a bit manic, that sort of squirmy baby who doesn't really want to sit on your knee, doesn't really want to stand up, does lots of back arching, wants to crawl around really quickly, laughs 1 second and cries the next. All of those are good signs that your baby's tired and ready for sleep. And so if you've got a child, though, that really sort of turns on a dime, 1 minute happy, the next minute not, you might have to keep more an eye on the clock than you do on the baby. And you've said your baby's 3 months old, so roughly an hour and a half of awake time is about all that a 3-month-old can handle. So let's say she woke up at 8 a.m., then by 9:30, she's most likely ready for a nap. And sometimes, I always suggest it's better to go a bit too soon than too late. So even if she seems calm and relatively happy and you haven't really noticed any signs, and you've looked at your watch and it's reached the hour and a half mark, I'd say go ahead and put her down. And sometimes the calmer the baby goes down, the faster sleep comes and the easier the transition is for the baby. So, keep an eye on both the time and your child. But for those children who don't show clear signs, you're probably going to need to watch your clock more. Okay, so I hope that helps, Trish. Thanks for your question, and sleep well.